Never stop improving. Be inspired by our incredible black and white interviews with the best of the best in the business. Only available inside Josh Phegan Digital. It's a brand new world where the year doesn't stop. Before you know it, Christmas turns into Easter. Easter is all of a sudden at the middle of the year. We're at the end of financial year, and then all of a sudden we're rolling back into spring. Welcome to modern real estate agencies. And this is the problem, is that consumers no longer want to wait. We live in a world that is not impatient. We live in a world that just expects results right now. We expect to be able to do things so quickly based on what's happened to the mobilification of everything in our life. And as we enter out of the fourth industrial revolution, what we realize is what's really important for you as an agent is to start to drive your productivity. Now, a couple of little things here to really drive productivity in your business. There is no doubt that the time that you go to bed has a massive indicator on the time that you wake up in the morning. If you get up a little earlier in the morning, you really own the morning because you can avoid all the traffic, you can get into the office early, you can be in a position that you can really come with intent. There is nothing like writing a task list. Writing out the things that you want to go and do, setting your mind about those things. Now for me, I use 3 things. So 3 things that I need to go and do today, 3 things that I'm grateful for today, that if I just got those 3 things done would significantly change my momentum. And then it's really about using some simple hacks. Turn all the notifications on your phone off. Be in a position that you put your phone onto silent mode or divert it to an assistant or have someone else take the calls so that then you can just be on the phone really calling people. Set a timer for 45 minutes. For the next 45 minutes, all you're doing is outbound phone calls. For the next 45 minutes, all you're doing is responding to your email and getting it to 0. The more that you drive these productivity hacks, the quicker that your business really moves. And this is the secret, is that ultimately you want great systems that really allow great workflow. For us, we actually have what we call a communications plan sitting inside of our business. If something is ridiculously urgent, my team will text me. If it's something that's happened throughout the course of the day, they'll leave it as a Slack message. If it's something that's a bit more robust and really requires more thought, and in addition to that, it's got a whole heap of attachments and things with it, then they might go and send an email around it. But we actually have that communication preference because we're driving my urgency around what's important inside of the day, particularly as the business really starts to move. You see, the thing is if you have a look at your phone today, screen time will tell you where you're spending your time. You know, get rid of Instagram, get rid of Facebook, remove those things from your phone, so then you can just stay focused doing the activities that really count. Or at worst, put a limiter on them so you can't actually open those apps beyond, say, 30 minutes a day. You see, the reality of how you live your life is the way that life is lived. And if you think that you really want productivity, then driving important activities on a day-to-day basis really changes your momentum. It makes a huge difference about what time you start in the morning. If, for example, you don't have dependents and you don't have to drop kids at school and you could start that hour earlier, maybe at 8 o'clock as opposed to 9, you have a quick look at that, that's 5 hours a week, over 40 weeks a year, that's 200 hours. If you just did 1 prospecting session in each of those, that's 200 prospecting sessions. You get just 1 listing opportunity off the back of that, that's 200 listing opportunities. If half of those are going to do something this year, if half of those actually make the decision to go with you, that's 50 listings a year. Times that by $10,000 fee, that's literally $500,000 in revenue by making that decision to start that hour earlier. So get intent about what it is that you do. Drive your productivity for what's important and make the decision to go pro. I hope you've enjoyed our coaching tip. We'll see you next time.